Hi everybody, Marco Carbajo here from businesscreditbuilders.org. Today's video we are going to talk about a brand new business credit card that came into the marketplace from Wells Fargo that offers 0% APR on purchases up to 12 months. In this video we're going to share with you this card. What are the requirements before you apply? What should you do to increase your chances of approval, as well as how do you make sure you get the highest credit limit possible? So let's get started in this video. So first and foremost, the benefits of this particular business credit card: you could be a startup, you can be an existing business, you can get 0% APR on purchases up to 12 months. So this is interest-free money if you're looking to buy inventory, or if you're looking to, for business expenses, you get interest-free money for that period of time. This is going to help you separate your personal and your business expenses. So if you're a business right now and you're using a personal credit card or a debit card, getting a business credit card is essential for you to create that separation between your personal expenses as well as your business. This will also help you build business credit separate from your personal credit. As far as business credit cards go, the credit limits issued on the business side are much higher than are issued on the personal side. So a benefit of getting a credit card for your business is you're getting access to more purchasing power. And as a result of building up your company's credit profile, you may also receive these targeted business credit card offers from not only the credit card issuers that you currently have a relationship with, but also other banks that happen to maybe pull your business credit file and want to offer you a business credit card or a loan or a line of credit for your company. Before you actually apply for a business credit card for your company with Wells Fargo, the first and foremost is having your business structure. Whether you're a sole proprietor, LLC, or corporation, we always encourage you to incorporate your business, because if you're a sole proprietorship, yes, that is an entity you can select, but everything's tied to you personally. When you incorporate your business as an LLC or corporation, you're in fact creating a separate legal entity that's separate from you. And that's what will help you create that separation as well as liability protection. When you incorporate, you're going to apply for an employer identification number. You may already have an employer identification number. The IRS issues what's called the CP-575 document. This is a document you're going to need when you apply for credit, or it may be requested from a lender or a bank when you open a business bank account, or when you apply for a credit card, they may want to see your EIN letter. So this is the actual document. Here's a sample of what it looks like. And for those of you who, let's say you have this letter, you want to ensure that the address you have on your EIN is current. If you change your address, you're going to want to call this 800 number on here to request a change, update of your address for your company. At that point, you can request an EIN letter to be faxed to you. They're going to typically want to mail it, but you could say you're applying for credit, you need an updated EIN, and they'll fax it right to you. Okay, so that's a way for you to update your EIN document, but you do want to have this on hand. Your legal business name, the year your business was started, your address for your company, your industry, and your owner. So with Wells Fargo, if there is more owners of the company that have more than 25% ownership, you're going to want that information, because they're going to also want that information on the application. So that's something that Wells Fargo requires with this particular new business credit card. Before you apply, you also want to check your personal credit, because they're going to run a credit check on you. They're going to run a business credit check on you as well. Before you apply, check your credit, not just your report. You can get a free report at annualcreditreport.com, but you want to know what your FICO score is. We recommend going to knowmycredit.org. They allow you to get all three of your credit bureaus as well as your FICO scores, not your Vantage scores or an education score. These are your actual FICO scores. And they have a promotion, $1 for 7 days to get all three reports and FICO scores. Now they have a monitoring service after that. I encourage you, if you don't have a way to access your credit reports and FICO scores all the time, so you know where you stand, you're getting notified of any changes, you want to have a service like this. It's really, really important. So when you go to knowmycredit.org, it'll take you to this page right here to Score IQ, so you can get that promotion. You'll see right here, try 7 days for $1, then it's actually $32.99 a month. That's how you first can access your credit reports and scores. You know where you stand. Now, before you apply for a card like Wells Fargo, this particular new business credit card, is you want to make sure your credit scores are in the 680 or higher credit score range. So that's number one. Number two is what factors are going to impact your approval for this new business credit card offered by Wells Fargo. Like I said, your FICO score. One key thing I really want to talk about in this video is your comparable credit. How do you improve your chances of getting the highest credit card approval for your business? It's all about comparable. So when a bank is checking your credit, they want to see how you're managing your personal credit cards. That's comparable credit, business credit cards and personal credit cards. How high are your credit limits on your personal credit cards? Now, I'm not talking about authorized user accounts. Underwriters look at your primary accounts, your personal credit cards that you currently have. How high are those limits? Number one. Number two is how long have you had those cards? What's the payment history like? What's your credit utilization on those personal credit cards that you have? Who issued those personal credit cards? Remember, the weight of your credit cards, it's much different if you have, like, let's say, a jewelry credit card that's a store credit card. That doesn't weigh in factor compared to a major credit card like a Discover or an American Express. Okay, so if you have personal credit cards right now that you've had for some time and you have not had a credit limit increase in some time, then work to get those credit limits increased before you apply for these particular cards. So you want to contact your credit card issuer and request a credit limit increase, but make sure they don't pull your credit. Many credit card issuers will do a soft pull. Some will just do account review, but don't allow them to do a credit limit increase if they're going to pull your credit, because that's going to hurt you having an inquiry just for a credit limit increase. But work to get those credit limits higher, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 limits, because the higher your credit limits on your personal credit cards, the more a bank's going to be willing to issue a higher credit limit for you on the business side if you have no existing relationship with that bank card issuer, if your company is a brand new startup. And these are just one of the indicators, just to let you know. The next thing is your payment history, like I talked about. Do you have any late pays? How recent were your late pays? What type of late payments? Is it a mortgage late pay, which is the most damaging, or is it a credit card late payment, which is also a negative impact? Work to get those updated or improved. Your length of credit history is important. 2 years or more credit history minimum. If you have really new credit, it doesn't mean you're going to get denied, but that is a factor that comes in to play when it comes for review. Your credit utilization. Ideally, you want your overall credit utilization under 50%. If you don't, that's okay. But if you want an assessment, that's where I encourage you to do a pre-qualification review with us, which we do an assessment and give you some projections of business credit card funding if you want us to acquire cards for you. As far as inquiries, this is another big factor that most people make a mistake on, is they go apply for a couple different cards and they're getting denied left and right and they don't know why. Another factor that's going to impact your ability to get approval is an existing relationship with that bank. Now, with this Wells Fargo business credit card, they require you to have a business checking or a savings account in order for you to apply. You cannot apply for this new business credit card with Wells Fargo if you don't have an existing relationship with them. So that's a requirement with them. Now, if you've been banking with Wells Fargo for some time, then this is going to be a great opportunity for you to get another business credit card for your company. And they're going to also check your business credit. All right. So these are all the factors that are going to determine your factors for approval. What I'd like to do is share with you this new business credit card. It's called Signify Business Cash Card by Wells Fargo. This offers a 0% APR for 12 months on purchases. There's no annual fees on this card, and you get 2% unlimited cash rewards. They don't have any type of categories you have to select and update. It's just a flat 2% unlimited cash rewards, and you can earn a $500 cash reward bonus if you spend $5,000 in purchases in the first 90 days, first 3 months of you having this card. So that's a nice incentive and reward right now that they're currently offering as we're recording this video. Now, the recommended score before you apply for this, like I said, is a 680 FICO score. So this is the new Signify Business Cash Card. What other benefits is that reports to the Small Business Financial Exchange. Now, SBFE is not a business credit reporting agency. This is actually a data warehouse. I'm going to share with you in this video a little details about how SBFE works and how lenders use the data in SBFE to do an underwriting when it comes to approval. Make sure you stay plugged into this video towards the end, because we're gonna share with you a little insight into the Small Business Financial Exchange. Minimum credit limit they issued here is $2,500 on this card. Other benefits for the Signify Business Cash Card by Wells Fargo is you can get employee cards at no additional cost. They have a mobile app, they have auto pay, account alerts, all these benefits that majority of card issuers offer you. You can redeem your rewards in various different ways. You can have a credit to your account, you can apply it to travel, gift cards, etc. And you have zero liability protection. And they have travel features as well. They have Priority Pass, they have insurance, travel insurance benefits as well in this card. And let me talk about the requirements before you apply. You can apply online or in person for this card. You can go to the bank, you can do it online, but in order for you to apply online, you have to have your Wells Fargo checking account, savings account, your login information, because they're going to require you to log in to apply for this particular card. They're going to run a personal credit check on you. Like I said, basic information is required about anyone owning 25% more of the business. There is a personal guarantee required on this card, and they will run a business credit check. They do use the SBFE products to run a credit check on your business. And I'll explain what that means in a minute, because like I said, SBFE is not a business credit reporting agency. So how is a bank like Wells Fargo ordering a credit report on your business from the Small Business Financial Exchange? And I'll explain to you how that works. When you go to the Wells Fargo website to apply for this particular card, you're going to go to the small business section, then you highlight business credit cards here, and you'll see this is the Signify Business Cash Card. You just click on that, and this will give you all the benefits and everything that we talked about in this video. When you click the Apply Now tab, you're going to see right here is they are going to require you to let them know, do you have an existing Wells Fargo checking account? If you said no, then they're going to require you to open a checking or savings account. Now, if you say yes, they're going to want you to log into your account to apply for this particular card. When it comes to SBFE, Wells Fargo is a member of the Small Business Financial Exchange. Small Business Financial Exchange is a data warehouse. Let me kind of share with you this chart, how the Small Business Financial Exchange applies to you as a business owner, and why it's important for you to know what this is, and why it's important that this particular card shares data, commercial payment data, to the Small Business Financial Exchange. Step one, the SBFE has what's called member. Business lenders, banks, merchant acquirers, they are members of SBFE. What these members do is these banks and lenders and card issuers, etc., as they share their commercial payment data to SBFE. So SBFE collects all this data, and what they do is they normalize this data and they manage it for quality and compliance. And then they make this data available to certified vendors of SBFE. The certified vendors of SBFE, you may be familiar with them, is Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Commercial, Equifax Business, LexisNexis. So these certified vendors then develop risk products from this data that SBFE collects. And this risk data is known as business credit reports. They have other risk products, and they make these particular risk assessment products available to SBFE members. So SBFE members can purchase this risk reports, like a business credit report, from these certified vendors within SBFE. So this is big, like membership, and this is where they're all sharing this data. So I wanted to share with you kind of how this works and why it's important when you hear us talk about a credit card that reports to SBFE, or you hear about a bank that reports to SBFE or is a member of SBFE, is they can now pull business credit reports, or purchase business credit reports from the certified vendors in SBFE like Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Commercial, etc. Now you might want to know, well, how do I know what's in my SBFE report that a member is purchasing? Well, like SBFE, their website says, the way to do that is you have to go to D&B Direct, Experian Commercial Direct, and order your business credit report from them if you want to know what's in there. This is how the SBFE model works. I just shared with you the Wells Fargo's new business credit card that you can apply for. But what I want to share with you also next, for those of you who are, you want to be really selective, you don't want to just get one card. How do I know I'm getting the highest approval, the best terms, the best offer, is we have an opportunity for you to get done for you business credit card fundings. Now in this video, we provided you some guidance in applying for this brand new business credit card. But if you're looking for that to be done for you, you want someone to apply for several cards at one time, you want to get as much high approvals as possible across 3 to 4 banks at one time, then I recommend our business credit card funding program. We can get you up to $175,000 in unsecured business credit cards across 4 to 5 different cards. Now keep in mind, that's a large amount of credit, but I want you to know the biggest thing that's going to determine that type of projection is your comparable credit, like I talked about, how old your company is, that does help, your utilization, your payment history, etc. But the way our Done For You program works is we're getting you 0% intra APR on purchases with these cards. 18 months at 0%, so that's interest-free money. Now, before you go through pre-qual, you want to have a minimum of 680 FICO scores. And remember, this is for startups too. You don't have to be existing business. There's no financials, no tax returns, no bank statements required. And this does not report to your personal credit. The only thing that's going to require is a credit check from each of the banks. Now we do minimize those inquiries because banks typically, the card issuers we select will typically only pull from one bureau, sometimes 2, but that's how we minimize your inquiries. And this is a process that's done in 14 to 20 days. So we don't draw out this process over a year's time to get you a couple cards. In 14 to 20 days, we're done, and it's a very fast process. So it'll help you build business credit. And this is fast funding, like I said. And to pre-qualify, if you want to know, there's no cost to go through the pre-qualification. We give you results and projections in 24 to 48 hours. That way you know how much in business credit card approvals you can expect if you go through our Done For You funding. The way this works is you're going to go to businesscreditbuilders.org. This is our website. And you're going to click on this Pre-Qualify Now tab right here. And there's a short form that you're going to fill out. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your business, how old your company is, and you're going to upload a recent copy of your credit report because we're not pulling your credit. We're not even doing a soft pull. You're uploading a recent copy of a report for us to do a review on. If you want to order a report, like I said, here's the link to knowmycredit.org. It'll take us about 24 to 48 hours to do the review, and you'll get notified, and we'll contact you and give you projections. Now, if you don't qualify, we're going to tell you why. We're going to give you some recommendations. You may have to do some pay downs. There may be some derogatories on your credit that we're going to explain to you what's causing you not to get a projection. That way you can know what steps you need to take to qualify for potential business credit card funding. So if you found this video useful, give us a thumbs up. Click the subscribe channel. That way you're always notified of every new videos we have coming out on building business credit, new credit cards coming out, funding products, etc. So with that, make it a great day, and we'll talk to you real soon.